Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube. Here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Break through them, right? Why would you try to get rid of everything? What a big waste of time that would be, right? You're not going to get rid of fears. They've been there forever, since the beginning of mankind. It's part of our frequency. We share all of this, right? You don't have to get rid of it. It's like anything. You can talk to the crazy person that walks by, or you can smile and keep going. It's really that simple. Think of fear as the crazy person who absolutely is like, you're not gonna get through to them. They're gone. Bless them. You don't have to stop and talk and try and make sense with the crazy person. That's your fear. I have a question for you today. Why would you think any thought other than a positive one that contributes to your ultimate goodness, success, joy, peace, happiness, abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, and abundance for all? Joy and peace for all. Why would you ever have one thought that was anything but positive for yourself or others? Why? Come on, give me a reason. I'm waiting. Go ahead, think of one right now. That's interesting. I can't come up with one. Why would I ever think something negative about somebody else? Well, I know the why, but the why that makes sense doesn't exist. The why is the ego needs to feel good about itself. So when it criticizes something or somebody else, it is justifying its own behavior or whatever else it's doing, right? That's the why. But when I ask you why, as in come up with a good reason, there isn't one. Nobody wants to say, well, if I cut Jane down, then it makes me okay. Then I'm cooler. We all do it, right? Find yourself, somebody irritates you. This is the challenge. This is the toughest thing, especially when you're thinking negative thoughts about another person, because then you're having to stop and look at you and say, whoa, got some work to do. I am always speaking with and communicating with my ego when those thoughts come in. So if I'm having a negative thought about somebody else, what is it about that person that is triggering something in me that needs to be worked on? I have it. There's always going to be somebody that shows up in your life that just bugs the crap out of you. They're annoying, and some of these people are extremely annoying. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Yeah, you don't know where you are spiritually until you get tested. Eckhart Tolle said, if you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your parents. So that's an opportunity every time, is to say, why am I going into a negative space? Now, a lot of you, as I know because you share it with me, are going into a negative space and thought about yourself. That's even worse, because that means your whole ego is shot. The ego wants to feel good. The ego wants to feel powerful. The ego wants to be better than other people. The ego wants to get. I have to have. So the ego is still in check when you're like blaming your parents, because that is you not wanting to take responsibility. other people have done this and that to me. The victim. Have you ever seen somebody who's like, they love attention for being the victim? Oh, that's so sad. And then you keep hearing the same story. You go, okay, enough of the victim. Get over it. So are you doing that? That's part of the ego wanting the attention. Oh, poor little me the world has come down on me. No, it hasn't. You chose all of it. You know why? Because it was presented as an opportunity for you to become something great. Have you ever noticed somebody who's had the worst crap happen in their life, and they're like major, major dudes? They used it because it's powerful to become something really incredible. They break away from it. They use it. That fuels them. If you're wondering what this is, no, it's not permanent. I was in Dominican Republic and I got one of these henna things. Isn't this gorgeous? Can you see this? Isn't that pretty? I thought it was cool. I'm not a tattoo kind of girl. So, but I wonder what people are thinking here in Atlanta when they see me walk around, right? We judge all the time. Oh, she's out there. She's a little cray. All right, so why are you thinking anything but positive thoughts? Stop it. Stop it. You're manifesting. Negative, negative, negative. I'm going to do a video for my friend who asked me about manifesting in a higher frequency versus lower frequency. And you say, wait a minute, I'm not manifesting a lower frequency. I'm just not manifesting at all. You're always manifesting, always. So that's why every thought, that negative thought, is manifesting. Everything manifests 24/7. It doesn't stop. You're always expanding. What space are you expanding into? So if you have a negative thought, it's creating. Boom, 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 boom. Because we are in a not so solid world, even though it feels like it. We're not. We're more space than solid, and there's no such thing as solid, by the way. Think about it. If there's a molecule, what's it made up of? Other molecules, particles. What's that made up of? Other particles. It's infinite within itself, right? At no point does it ever become one solid thing. It can't. Any one solid thing is made up of more pieces, more components. Yeah? It's infinite. We're infinite. Everything in us is infinite. So, man, this is like, why do we do this? Why do we think of negative things? It's creating constantly. Boom, boom, boom. Stuff's showing up. Stuff's showing up. Why is my life so bad? The fact that you're even saying that. My life's so bad. My life is great. Do I feel fabulous all the time? No. Why? Because I chose planet Earth. And Christ didn't feel great all the time. I'm not comparing myself to Christ, believe me. Hey, all these enlightened people out there, sometimes the people you think are enlightened, they're not so enlightened. They're going, and then they're yelling at their secretary. I know some of these guys, by the way. So, my point, we're human beings. Be okay with it. You're not going to go to some oh, thank God my mic's on. You're not going to go to some euphoric place where you just stop experiencing anything human. You'll experience it. You'll just stop doing anything with it. The negative thoughts will not have any effect on you. They're just sort of like these things that float around and you're going, what the hell is that? Oh yeah, that's right. That's part of the human consciousness, of which I am a part of. So you're going to hear it. You're going to experience it. You're going to feel it. You don't do anything with it. So don't fight these things that come in. Just ask yourself, why am I thinking that? It makes no sense at all. This is not what I want to manifest. This is not what I desire to manifest. I desire to manifest a beautiful, happy life where I am a major contribution. What's major? You being a positive frequency. That's it. You don't have to save the world. Right? You don't have to save the world. You don't have to have a YouTube channel with millions of people on it. All you have to do is treat that one person every day with total respect and love and joy. And that will raise their frequency, and they'll raise somebody else's and somebody else's, right? What is it? The butterfly flaps its wings in South America and there's a hurricane? That is true. It is true. Boom. Everything has a reaction. Why are you ever thinking a negative thought? So if you do, stop believing it. Catch yourself, and that's the power of now and awareness is, why am I thinking that? Because my ego feels damaged, because I need to blame other people, because I don't have faith in myself, and it has nothing to do with what anybody else told you. It has to do with you deciding what you're going to believe. So knock off the blame, the poor little me, why is this happening to me? I've had a bad life. You took on a lot of stuff to progress. Hallelujah. Congratulations. You are a super light being. What are you going to do with it? You're going to slide back in and go to the other side and go, crying out loud. Man, I chose that huge opportunity and I just sort of didn't do anything with it. I'm going to go back and try it again. I don't know about you. I have no desire to come back here. This is like a really difficult planet. And by the way, I've been on another planet or 2 or 3 or 4 and that have not been very nice. But I got to tell you, this one is the worst. Why? Because we're hurting each other. I've been in places where there are other forces coming in, but this is the worst one because we as individuals are hurting each other. We're not banding together in peace and handling whatever shows up. We are our own worst. There's no alien that could come on this planet and hurt us as bad as we have hurt ourselves. None. And by the way, they wouldn't nuke us. They wouldn't be dumb enough, like human beings, to damage this beautiful planet. They'd probably put some microbe out and just let us all croak or do a flood or something like that, right? But they haven't by now. You know why? Because they are not as low of a frequency as human beings. They don't do that stuff. We think that way. We think that anything outside of us has to be evil and will hurt us. We are cowering in fear all the time. It's time to break through the fear. It's time to stop. Yeah, I'm on a rant today. I just went to a retreat and I've never seen so much fear and insecurity and self-loathing and believing the crap in my life. You see, you're on another side of the camera. I get to hear your comments. I don't have to sit in a room with a bunch of people who absolutely don't see how incredible they are. And I can't change that. And they're seeking the support and they're seeking the guidance and they're working. They're putting the work in. They're working on it. But as human beings, wow. We are in a very dense place. It is time to release. Do you know right now, you don't have to feel any of that? Do you know right now, you could absolutely change your entire life? Everything revolves around what you're believing. You're believing and thinking about the outside world. Those of you who have made comments to me, I have my head in the sand. No, I don't. I know exactly what's going on out there. I feel the pain, man. I'm a highly intuitive person, by the way. I pick up on a lot of stuff. I have a lot of feelings and visions and things like that. I'm getting it. Dwelling on it. What does that do? I'm focused on the thing that it is truly, and that is experiences for us to elevate our frequency, and that's what it is. It's not evil, rotten. It's us experiencing things and opportunities to raise our frequency. You're just looking at it different if you're seeing the world as a negative place. I see it as an opportunity for people that are really digging deep in the lowest quagmires of feces. Who wants to live there? rise up above it and choose that higher frequency. If you are choosing a negative thought, you are creating. Don't come to me and ask what you can do to change it. I'm going to say, what are you thinking and believing? I'll tell you what you are, because you just told me what your life is like. It's really that simple. It's not simple to manifest. Yes, it is. You're doing it right now. Why are you choosing a negative thought? Everything's a choice. Everything is a choice. He makes me feel bad. No, he's saying something negative on a lower frequency, and you're believing it. I look at that person, I think, wow, not everybody's going to like you. So what? Why do you need them to? Who gives a crap? Who are they? Right? The king? The queen? If they're thinking that, then they're in a negative space. Who wants to listen to somebody like that? If somebody's speaking nasty shit, oops, sorry. They're not feeling real good about themselves. We all do it. I do it. I find myself, having a little fun once in a while, and I got to catch myself and think, is that a negative frequency? Is it? Yeah, sometimes it is. We're human beings. Be okay with being human. See, I think a lot of you think that you're supposed to stop being human and feeling human stuff, and that because you feel these human things that you haven't achieved enlightenment or awakening. That's not true. Every awakened being on this planet will continue to experience the human feelings and density. It comes with the turf, because it will continually be a challenge. I've achieved super high awakened states, major awakened states. We're talking, and I still do it now. I still have the ability to manifest stuff like almost immediately. But I still go through the whole human experience. I'm not some little perfect, angel walking around. I'm continually reminded that I'm human and that I have to process that. It's a continual challenge till the day we die. Till the day we die. So yes, you go on a higher frequency. Yes, stuff doesn't bother you. Yes, you just can't even connect to people that are thinking negative and all this stuff. But you'll still have the stuff that shows up, and you got to say, there it is again. And so herein lies the practice of being human till the day you die. Why are you thinking negative thoughts? Why are you choosing them? Why? Why? So ask yourself what you're manifesting. That is a reflection of what you're experiencing. Your believing is what's coming into your life. If you don't have money, you're believing that this is not an abundant universe. You believe that there is some kind of a limit. And that is lack of empowerment, right? When you think you have limits, you'll believe there's a limit to the amount of money you can make or anything else you can have. And my courses will take you through all that. As of this video, they're not out, but they're coming out. I'm working on that right now. And one of the first things we do is get you to change your mindset, because anything else is not going to work until you realize, boom, we bring down the walls. Wow, okay, whoa. I am part of a limitless universe. What am I going to do with it? So I know you probably have something you have to go to. I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to continue this in the next 1,000 videos that I shoot. You're whole and perfect. That's a fact. Strong and powerful. That's a fact. You're loving. That is at the root of human beings. You're harmonious and happy. That is at the root of what you are. You have no limits. Only those that we're playing by on the rules of the density of this planet, and even those are not really truly limited. That's just part of the scenario we chose. Choose abundance, choose joy, choose peace, and send it to this universe every day. Send it. I send it out, because what you send out is the collective. It is you. So when you send it out, you're sending it to you. Namaste.